What's going on, man? This is Ice Enigma.
Yeah, and this is TNigma, and this is Enigmas Unchained.
Not Arkham Knight.
Gotham Knight.
Gotham Knight. What do you?
Yeah.
Because I think it looks fine.
I think it looked good.
Because some people are mad at like the damage numbers and stuff like that, and I didn't know. I was like, well, maybe they're.
I listen to them suckers, and I'm looking at them like, you play Killer Instinct. Shut up. You know what I'm saying? I'm like this. It's like, shut up. You know, it's like I don't see any issues with I don't see any issues with Gotham Knight. I'm like, because honestly, on the real, for them to actually take like the same settings, you know, like Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, and Gotham Knights are both logically taking steps right after Arkham City, the Arkham series. So it's like you had Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Knight, and we both agreed that Arkham Knight was not that good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not as big of a fan of Arkham Knight as I was City. I think
Sean killed me for that.
No. he trying to give me heat too. He texted me about that joint. I was like, man, bro, you be all right, man. But yeah, like Arkham Knight to me was the weakest out of three. Do you agree? I mean, like I think.
Do I think what?
Like
the weakest
Arkham
out
Knight
of three?
Out of three.
I think so. I honestly, and I know I know some people feel a different type of way about it, but I honestly liked Arkham Origins.
Yes.
I know that a lot of people get flack for that. Like I was telling somebody.
The only reason folk got flack for that is because Mark Hamill and Conway wasn't actually, or Kenway wasn't actually the voices. So that's the only reason why. But outside of that was a phenomenal game. I would actually put that game over Arkham Asylum.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm being serious. I put that game over Arkham Asylum just because, like, I like the Batman that's still figuring stuff out. I like that version of the Bat because there's not as much tech involved.
That's fair.
I don't like high tech Batman. Like that's not my favorite Batman. My Batman is the detective Batman. That's why I'm looking forward to this, because I like detective Batman. I don't like Batman that got an answer for everything in his utility belt Batman. I don't like that Batman. I like the Batman that's just using his wits and the limited amount of resources that he got around him to actually figure stuff out. I think that character is more engaging, and also to me, he's more truthful to who he is. No, like that. But you just having every single doggone gadget known to man. Like, you got this suit for this thing, you got this suit. I'm like, dude, no, man. This. I mean, I get it, but I like low tech Batman. Low tech Batman normally is more intriguing because you get to see the man fighting, you know, and not just a man with money. Fighting, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, I like that version better. But yeah, I mean, and to me, Arkham Origins felt more like that low tech Batman. You know, he was like grabbing stuff and just adding it to his suit. Like, he was like, I bet, let me go and put these things on and make these electric what was the electric
I know you're talking about
electric gauntlets, you know. So he said, let me go and just add these suckers on so that way I can get in here. And I was like, this just makes sense to me. He didn't have like a gadget that had a gadget that had a gadget. It was just like, let me just add this to the suit. And I'm like, that just felt more like the Bat to me. Than you know, like just him being like Alfred, drop this pod off at such city. I'm like, you sure nobody ain't gonna be able to find that Batman? You know what I'm saying?
Nobody's been able to yet. So I mean,
and that's what I'm saying. The believability of him being like the world's greatest detective, as you tackled it very well. You know, world's greatest detective. Like, you know, he has a bat cave under his house. You know, he like, these are very good points you made.
Like, it is on his crib. Well, I was like, how is it? That's the way. I was like, wait a minute, man. It's right under the crib.
I mean, like, on the real, I mean, I think that even the way that they did the entrance for the Batcave is through the cemetery. You saw that, right? With the Batman?
Oh, yeah.
That joint makes mad sense because it would just look like somebody was going to visit versus it being like, oh, you know, it's like a driveway going straight to his house. It's like
which I know there's certain stuff you can't get rid of. Like, yeah, I know the cave is always going to be under his house.
But CJ, though, I mean, picture this, because this is normally what it is. This is the road to go to Wayne Manor, okay? This is the road. This is the dirt road. You telling me you can't tell that there's been a big car riding on this dirt road going in the opposite direction from the Wayne Manor? That's what I'm saying. Like I I wasn't.
That
I'm
is
not,
the.
I'm not a fan of that. I was like, maybe an underground tunnel would make more sense, but then you would just have to give up the Batmobile, which I'm actually fine with. I know that's an unpopular opinion. 'Cause I don't like the Batmobile. I just, to me, it's like an improper flex. I'm like, you don't even need this sucker. I mean, you you come out better. You come out better learning how to fly. You know, I said flexing on people a little bit, but the Batmobile to me was just, I'm like, dude, man, come on now. But yeah, that's just mine. But yeah, man. I mean, I look forward to it. Gotham Knights looks good. I mean, I don't like that they made Robin look like Tom Holland. I'm tired of people trying to make stuff look like Tom Holland. That's the only problem I got. I was like, here we go again with another Tom Holland push, man. I'm tired of this boy.
See, I don't like Tom Holland. I like him as Spider-Man.
I don't.
I think he's better than. I think he's the second best Spider-Man. I think I'll always have a soft spot for Toby, but if I'm being honest, I think his movies are better than the first two. His first two movies are on par with the second Spider-Man, and I think it's better than the first, only because they got it out the way. And I think no matter what they do, although Craven's going to be solo, so that kind of ruined my plans.
Did they ever say who was going to do Craven? Who was going to be Craven? Hopefully it's not Jason Momoa. They need to leave that dude alone. Let that dude be Aquaman.
He should have been Lobo, like my homie said.
He should have been Lobo.
My homie said that this week. I was like, we were talking about DC Fandome.
Man, bro, he looked just like him.
Yeah, he was talking about that during DC
like
Fandome. I was
like, wise, he got the hair already, the beard, everything. All you got to do is paint the sucker's skin white and paint his hair black and put his eyes red, and that sucker's Lobo. I mean, like, and he already got the grittiness to be Lobo. But I'm not adverse to him being Aquaman. It is what it is. But I think that he would have been a fire Lobo. I mean, like, but then they would have had to make him into something that I think that, you know, it wouldn't have sold as much because, like the women wouldn't have been wanting to see Lobo. Let's just keep it real about the situation.
No, I think the women would have want to see Lobo.
No, I don't think
they would have wanted to see. I mean, he was gonna be shirtless no matter what.
Yeah, but I'm talking about Lobo the character. I ain't talking about. I know that that Momoa was gonna do his thing, but the Lobo character, if they'd have kept it consistent, yeah,
but they wouldn't have kept it consistent.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that was it wouldn't. I don't think it would have worked. So.
And plus, Lobo's more of a TV show anyway to me.
It is. Like, you can't give him a movie because he ain't popular enough. That's what I'm saying. Like, he don't got the popularity to do all this stuff yet. So yeah, but I thought it was dope. I mean, I enjoyed DC Fandome. I mean, I'm looking forward to the Snyder Cut just because like I was looking forward to Snyder Cut. Like, it was like 2 or 3 years back when one of the guys I know shot me a email, and he was like, homie, check this clip out. And I looked at the clip, and that was a clip of Flash like busting through the down a window to save Iris West that they had in the trailer. Mm-hmm. And I was like, is this real? And he was like, this is actually the Snyder Cut. And I was like, you're freaking kidding me. And I was like, that one scene gave Barry Allen, Flash, more personality than he had in the entire movie that Josh Whedon mucked up. So, you know what I'm saying? Because I just don't trust Josh Whedon. Props to him for getting Avengers 1 off the ground, but that's the only one he got off the ground. We both agree that Age of Ultron was trash.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, that's the only one he got to his name is Avengers 1. And I think that to me, and I mean no offense by this, but I really do believe that was a one-off. I think that Avengers 1, he was like, I'm just going to try it out. And it worked. And then he could not figure that formula out again. It was like, next one, too many jokes, too many side plots, Thor talking like 5 to 6 different voices. I'm like, this is stupid. That was a bad attempt at a movie. And
yeah, Age of Ultron was not good.
It wasn't.
Ultron was not good. Yeah,
it wasn't, man. So
it'll be interesting. That's why I liked parts of the DCEU. Yeah. Like I was telling somebody, I felt they casted it fine. Yeah. Like I have no real problems with like Ben Affleck is Batman.
Oh no, I love that dude as Batman.
Yeah, I have no. Yeah, I think I
like Batman being able to kill people. I mean, I know that sounds real countercultural, like against what people like, but I'm like, nah. I think a 40, close to 50-year-old Batman that's been in Gotham for that long, like he was like 25, 20 years in Gotham, Alfred. Like that line is real. I was like, yo, I'm not even saying front you. He's like, look, the stank done rubbed off on me now. I mean, I'm just trying to figure this out, but I'm angry. You know, and I was like, that's real. You know, and the black folk, you know, as messed up as it is, it's not a movie. I like the fact that the black people are the wisest people to the jive. They're like, look, he angry tonight, man. You might as well not go outside.
Yeah.
I was like, it said the bat angry, man. They said just don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and I was like, the black people were the smartest people in the Snyder cut. I mean, in the Snyder movies, because they was like, we ain't getting involved. I'm like,
pretty much.
I was like,
I mean, but who wouldn't? Like, if realistically, if a psychopath is out with money, because you gotta think about it, because you can do logic. Even if you don't think Bruce Wayne is Batman, you can be like, this motherfucker got some money.
He got some money.
Fly around in Batmobile, and he breaking bones and stuff. You going out? And he particularly aiming for criminals.
Yes, and you're a criminal tonight, thinking that you're gonna mug somebody out in the street, and you see that bat signal in the sky. And you telling me you're gonna get home safe? Something wrong with you. Yeah, so I agree with you, man. I was like, I don't know. I mean, that's a I don't know.
You not like the upper class of villain. You just a regular Batman gonna freak you up.
Yeah,
he's not even gonna care.
He gonna wreck your behind. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, how in the world you? I mean, that's why I didn't feel bad for that dude that swung on the bat in the Batman. I was like, dude, you really?
Yeah, but he did beat him up a little uncomfortable. The last time I was that uncomfortable was when I saw what Seth Rollins and them did to Dominic with the kendo sticks.
Oh, come on, man.
That was a little uncomfortable. I was like, oh, they're still on this shot. Oh, okay.
I mean, you know, it's real messed up. I still say this. Seth Rollins is still boring. I was still yawning the whole time. I'm like,
oh God!
I'm like, goodness gracious, this boy is boring. This dude couldn't carry a show. He couldn't carry a show, man.
He carried Dominic. He carried, and now Dominic's not a bad wrestler. To be
he's
fair.
not. No, I'm not taking this against his wrestling ability. I'm just talking about him. He's boring.
Nah, I love that gimmick. I love boring,
man.
Gimmick.
I mean, that's why Roman got to come back home. You know,
I think Roman is boring. So
I mean, yeah, so do I. I mean, I thought everybody at the Shield was boring except for John Moxley. Because especially I watched him when he was younger. You know,
now he is the most interesting out there. Shield.
Yeah, he was. You know, so I was like, I don't know. I do not understand what WWE was seeing. I was like, I guess, you know, but Roman
I mean, we're going like the traditional look of what they like. Like,
yeah, I mean,
no matter what we say,
Seth Rollins though. So is Seth Rollins though.
Roman moves the needle in a way that very few wrestlers move the needle.
That's true. I mean, I can't knock that. That's very true. You know, like homeboy has presence. You know, but I think he and I made this argument way back in the day, but it's just one of the things, and I don't mean this this ain't even in a mean way. To me, he has Undertaker presence. He doesn't have John Cena presence. He doesn't have Stone Cold presence. He doesn't have Rock presence. You know, he has the support big guy presence, but not the big guy. And I think that's why it's been in the way that it's been, because they don't have that guy that is like a John Cena, a Stone Cold, or Rock. You know, it's like, to me, his character is the enforcer. He's like more of an enforcer character than he is like the star character. Because he doesn't throw away reckless abandon like an actual star. John Cena was mad reckless. Stone Cold, reckless. Rock, reckless. You know what I'm saying? And that's what made them famous. And but then we got it's like John Cena didn't care about who was gonna own the quote unquote ring. He didn't care. Stone Cold didn't care about who was gonna quote unquote own the ring. Rock didn't care about who was gonna quote unquote own the ring. The only people who cared about that was The Undertaker and Roman Reigns. This is my yard. You know what I'm saying? This like you stepping in my yard. This is the big dog's house. And I'm like, that John, you would have never called John Cena saying that at all. He talking about himself. You know, he was never talking about the ring. You know, Rock always talked one-on-one with the great one. You know what I'm saying? Like it's and I was saying, this is one of the things I was like, I just don't, and that's like no shade, but I think that's the reason why they're in the state they're in, is because they don't have a star. They have a star in Roman Reigns. He does pull, but I feel that he has more of an Undertaker pull than he does a Stone Cold, John Cena, and Rock pull.
Oh, see, I don't think that's why they're in the state they're in.
I mean, well, no, there's more than that, but
I think they're solely in the state that they're in because they don't know how to write. Simple. Yeah. It's just that simple to me. Because to me, I think we're past the point where you need a super big star like a John Cena. I don't think you need it. I think it's good to have. I don't think it's never bad to have somebody like that. But I don't think you need that to be successful, particularly when you have, I would argue, the best roster you've ever had in the history of that company. From like you had it. They messed up Rusev. So that's how I know.
Yeah.
Vince was like, "Oh, they picking at you." Like, "Oh, okay, bro, you just don't get it then." Never mind.
Don't get it. Yeah, like it's. I mean, I think that for him, they you know, especially with what's the name? What's the name? What's the guy's name? Because like it was a guy. I was like, if you'd have just put a rocket on this boy,
which one? There's so many.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's like what we got Cesaro. If they'd actually left him with Paul Heyman, that would have been fire. If they had actually left Shinsuke Nakamura alone and let him be AJ Styles, that would have been phenomenal. Instead of turning him heel. You know what I'm saying? I thought
you see what they're doing to Bianca Belair.
Yeah, I told you. Didn't I tell you this?
That is hilarious.
I told you that they were not going to let that girl grow. They were not going to let. I mean, that's why. It bothers me because Vince be like, "Well, NXT is a brand all of its own, right?" And then all of a sudden, we're calling up Keith Lee. I'm like, why you got to call him up for?
You know what I'm saying? Else, bro.
No,
well, to be fair, Keith Lee is too big for NXT.
Well, I get that, but I'm talking about as far as like the way that they keep treating NXT. And I'm like you'll never let it get to the point where it needs to be because you keep telling us that it is still a developmental, which it is, but it still is the developmental brand. It's not an actual brand. It's OCW. It's FCW. You know, it's not a, you know,
it's not an independent thing.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah. No, you're right.
So,
you're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, oh, we're going to, and that's a carrying across his neck, but he separated his shoulder on Saturday. So it's like, homie, you win the title and you separate your shoulder. Fantastic. Goodness gracious. I was like, all in one fell swoop. His character's mad interesting, though.
I know, he's mad interesting.
Yeah,
that's why as soon as Keith Lee lost, I was like, oh, he must be getting called up. Because there's no way they're going to treat Keith Lee like that. Like,
no.
Like, I'm not saying he was going to have as long a run as Adam Cole, but he was not going to, like, lose at first trial as he was getting called up. And to be fair, so far they've put him in a program with Randy. No matter what I feel about Randy is a big-time wrestler. And
Randy, as much as we both agree that he can't put on a good match, not entirely. And even when he's trying, he puts on a match that's somewhat okay. Because that Edge and Randy Orton match was a 3 at best. The best match ever. I don't know where they got that foolishness from, but but he knows how to make people interested in stories. I will give him that. You know, like him punt kicking Drew McIntyre
3 times.
3 times. I was like, God damn, man, this dude trying to kill him. You know, so I mean, like that Randy Orton is the most interesting Randy Orton. I think faction Randy Orton is my favorite version of Randy Orton. Like when he actually has a group of people around him that's looking to get in there. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my favorite version. But I look forward to it, man. I'm gonna say I wonder what they're gonna do in the next couple of weeks, especially after SummerSlam and NXT. I mean, like it's crazy to me. The best match that they had on NXT was Adam Cole and your boy.
Your boy Pat McAfee.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah. Like that's crazy to me. I was like, how in the world did y'all let this happen? You know what I'm saying? That was my only thing. I was like, really, yo?
Well, I mean, Adam Cole is a great performer.
That he is.
Pat McAfee's been a wrestling fan forever. So
that's true. No,
and he's an athlete. So even though he's a punter, he's still a professional athlete. So I can see that. Like, and Adam Cole got not once, but he has generational like talent where he could be you could see him easily headlining a WrestleMania. So
facts. Yeah, like I can see him doing it. You know, like Adam Cole is very good at what he did. I didn't like his promos for this match. It's crazy. Pat McAfee did a better promo. I was like, how in the...
Well, Pat McAfee's a talker by nature.
I mean, yeah, but I'm saying, but I'm like, Pat McAfee laid down probably the best promo that we've had on NXT this year. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, y'all let this dude from the outside come in and wreck y'all and talking when this is y'all job.
And plus, he don't have writers too. That's probably the other part.
That's a good point.
You got to think about it. If they invited us without writers, we could probably lay down better promo than the WWE writers can.
That's facts. Now, I need to know what the curriculum is for you to be a WWE writer, because I think right now the only curriculum is, this kiss Vince's behind. Because I'm like, how in the world did he not see that Rusev had the torch? I'm mad confused by that. I'm like, how did you not see that Rusev like had the fans on his side? And even when they turned him heel, they were still chanting Rusev Day. You know what I'm saying? They're like, we're gonna turn him heel, and people still chant Rusev Day. I'm like, that's what they did, to all your top stars. So they don't want to see him as heels. They're like, nah, we like this guy. So yeah, they gave Becky Lynch that shot, but they won't give it to him. I just find it very interesting. I'm like, okay. Yeah.
Well, here's my thing. Even if you think it's a joke, let's say I play devil's advocate. Let's say you think it's a joke. You still would be smart to put the rocket on his back, because crowd reaction.
Exactly.
Like, we know, like,
money.
Yeah. Like, crowd, if somebody's reacting, it's better that you react to me than not react to me in wrestling. Yes. So if you're reacting to me the way they are, even if you think it's a joke, I'm going to push you till the crowd get tired of you.
Yep.
Like, no matter what I might think, if the crowd is reacting to you like that, then I'm going to push you till they stop.
Exactly. What I'm saying? I was saying, I did not understand how they could actually just sit there and look at the situation and be like, Rusev ain't over. But he was selling more merch than John Cena and Roman Reigns. I'm like looking at them, I'm like, you people are nuts. Because and it's crazy because Rusev brought that joint up in the interview on Ryback, where he was like, the key metrics that they all supposed to fit to be the one that they get pushed next. He met them all. You know what I'm saying? Merchandise, crowd reaction, people like wanting to see him in a match, you know what I'm saying? Getting a crowd reaction on all his moves. Everything about him was actually checking off. And then offline, when he's not wrestling, the dude is doggone hilarious. And people like him. You know what I'm saying? He got his own YouTube. He about to do his own Twitch. People like him. I'm like, I do not understand what WWE don't see. I'm like, I'm confused here. Because the dude has it.
They didn't come up with it, so they hate it.
Yeah, apparently.
Pretty much. That's how they do it.
There was a writer. There was a writer that was in there that was like, well, he didn't listen to the cues that we set, and he shouldn't be allowed in. I'm like, okay, whatever.
He's like, look at Zack Ryder. Zack Ryder got woo over.
Yeah,
they buried them.
They straight up threw that boy away with the doggone bath water. That was bath water and the tub. They're like, get this boy out of here.
And he got woo over. I'm just saying. Like, they don't like it when look how they did Daniel Bryan for the longest time.
That's true.
They literally had to be forced.
Yes.
They had to be forced to give Daniel Bryan the shot. Like, the fans was like, yo, you either give Daniel the shot or we out. They had to force him. They tried to bury him at every step.
Homie, like, remember now, like, when we got to Royal Rumble, he lost the match at the beginning of Royal Rumble. They didn't even let him jump in the Royal Rumble because he had a concussion. They didn't let him jump in the Royal Rumble. And then when they booed Rey Mysterio, who boos Rey Mysterio?
For the number 30, they were
I was like, oh my goodness, they booing Rey Mysterio. This is unheard of. Because we knew that Batista was gonna win that year. Like at least WrestleMania 24? No, WrestleMania 30. It was WrestleMania 30, my bad. On WrestleMania 30, we knew that Batista was gonna be the one to win the Royal Rumble for that thing. Because I'm like, you wouldn't bring this brother back while he's doing a tour for Guardians of the Galaxy and not let him win. That's just WWE logic. Let the man get some shine on him, so that way, we can kind of like benefit off of the publicity that he has in the movie. The fans was like, no. It's like, no, right, we're not doing this again. And I think that like it came down to the wire when everybody found it was gonna be Randy Orton versus Batista, the whole crowd was just grown collectively. They're like, why? It's like, why are we doing this again, huh? We've seen this match thousands of times. Can we please get Daniel Bryan in here? And I will go on record. Like, WrestleMania 30 is my favorite WrestleMania. I'm gonna be real with you, just because of Daniel Bryan's story. Like that's my favorite WrestleMania from start to finish. And I know Undertaker lost his streak on pay-per-view, but I'm okay with that. As long as Daniel Bryan won. And I know that sounds real messed up, but I'm just saying what I said, and I said what I said. So,
oh No, it makes sense. I mean,
like,
there's no way. There's certain times there's a match where you know who the winner is, and if they go against that, it's gonna be madness. CM Punk at ECW.
Yes.
Like you knew, like if he didn't get it, it's gonna be madness.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan, Kofi a couple years ago. You knew
it. Talking about WrestleMania.
Yeah, if they didn't give it to Kofi at WrestleMania, it was gonna be problems.
Yeah.
Like if they didn't give it to Daniel Bryan, it was gonna be problems. Dang sure in ECW, they might have burnt that place down.
Who?
ECW with CM Punk. With John Cena.
You talking ECW?
No, Rob Van Dam. I'm sorry.
No, I was making sure. I was like, hold up, which one?
My bad.
But you're right though. If Rob Van Dam did not win that joint, if Edge saved that show, that's another reason why Edge should be why he is in the Hall of Fame. Edge saved everybody's life that night. Because I swear, if John Cena was Super Cena that night,
I could only imagine.
That'd have been fires in Philly. I mean, that would have not.
It just would have been those old school WCW days where they used to just like throw stuff in the ring.
Yes.
At the beach.
They're like, screw this doggone show. But on the real though, you're right. I mean, Rob Van Dam winning against John Cena was big.
They had no choice.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're not given a choice.
Yep.
Like you're just like they're not. Like you're just not given a choice.
Yep. Like you have to do this time. Like John Cena
Money in the Bank.
I was about to say that CM Punk versus John Cena Money in the Bank. I'm telling you, it was just perfect. It was like, you need to let CM Punk win. Now, the problem was coming back and Triple H mucking everything back up.
Well, yeah, that was before he turned. He was the savior. Man. That was back when he Triple H. That was before he became indie cool. Which is crazy to me.
Let's be serious about the situation. I still don't trust Triple H.
Triple H, I don't know how Triple H got to be indie cool. I don't even understand it.
It's crazy too, because like you listen to Pete Dunne and them and how they talk about him now, the truth coming out, because like what they end up finding out is that what Triple H and them strategy was real jacked up, but it's real WWE. No, I'm being serious. Like so all the cats that they hired off of the indies, right? Mm-hmm. They gave them a WWE contract and they put them in a performance center and they put them in NXT, or they just stay in a performance center, right? They are not allowed to wrestle.
Oh yeah,
unless it's in WWE.
Yeah.
Now, New Japan Pro Wrestling, you can sign with them. You can go to Ring of Honor. You know what I'm saying? Like I think right now there's still a stalemate against AEW at the moment, but Jon Moxley is actually allowed because he still is the champion. He's still the U.S. champ for New Japan Pro Wrestling. So I think I forgot who won. Somebody just won the preliminary to face. Oh yeah, it was it's Kenta. Kenta won the preliminaries to fight Jon Moxley for the U.S. title, and Jon Moxley has to answer. So I'm like, cross-promotional stuff like that makes sense to me versus you being like, oh, it's WWE only. And I'm like, but you took them dudes from Progress. You took them from Evolve. You took them boys from everything.
Oh, they tried to shut it down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They don't want you. They don't want that.
No.
And to be fair, WWE hasn't had to worry about competition.
That's true.
No.
That's what a monopoly does. Until they're forced to worry about competition, even AEW. AEW is 1 day a week, no matter what. So until they're competing with like SmackDown or Raw,
we'll give them. They're 2 days a week.
Dark.
That's it. We just say 2 days, but you're right though. I mean, like they
AEW's even smart. They're like, look, we're not going to compete against Raw or SmackDown. We're not going to do it. We're going to do our own.
They can beat NXT. It's like no offense NXT.
Yeah, because
like no offense NXT, but
your point earlier, they treat it like a development league. So
it's development. So it's like you. I mean, I found it funny too because everybody's like, oh, they were winning. I'm like, and I say, if you've been beaten like literally for 4 or 5 months, almost to a year, and you win 3, and you go back to losing, that's not an achievement.
No. But that's all on WWE, because if WWE wanted to put on a show that could compete with AEW or NXT, they absolutely could.
You know what, man? I actually disagree, and here's the reason why. I mean, I don't know. No. I respectfully disagree, and this is the only reason why. Because one of the things I realized in NXT, everybody that they hire to actually work in NXT that goes up to WWE is too reckless. And I'm just talking about, like, look, Johnny Gargano always hurt. Ciampa always hurt.
True.
What's your boy? Karrion Kross just hurt his freaking shoulder. Keith Lee had an injury. You know what I'm saying? You had
but all those are injury. Better main event.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
AEW doesn't have main event talent though,
and that's fair. But that's the thing. So right now, I would say I would take building over taking the reckless and just putting on one-time show because that's what we've been getting out of.
But I don't think they would do one time. I think AEW is cool, but my knock against AEW is they have no main event talent.
No, I agree.
They have upper mid card at best. As far as
I agree with you. I agree.
So outside of Moxley's a main event talent.
Yeah, damn right.
And you know what? I'll be fair to Cody. Cody's one.
You know what? No, man. Now look, man. MJF, bro. MJF, man.
I don't think he's main event.
No. I'm telling you, man. Like, listen. MJF is probably like maybe a half year away from being ready. I think he's future. That's the thing. If we're future looking at this. They'll say like they'll say 6 months away. But you're right. Right now, though, they don't have, and I think that was the point. The point was for them to take, which I'm in agreement like that. That I think they botched their opening because the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, Hangman Page, and them didn't actually take center stage as they should have. They should have done it. You know what I'm saying? Kenny Omega was red hot. You know what I'm saying? Coming out of New Japan Pro Wrestling. We're Young Bucks, red hot, coming out of New Japan Pro Wrestling. You know, Adam Page is a fiend. That boy is doggone good. And he was red hot. And they had him lose Jericho. And I get it. I get why you have to give Jericho the belt. I get it. But I was in a distinct disagreement with Jericho winning. I wanted Hangman Page to win. I wanted him to suffer with the title. It would have been more intriguing to watch a guy that's green with a green show, so to speak, actually fighting through and trying to figure it out. So I don't know. Yeah, but we'll get off that. Let's go into the other part. This is just chatting.
We appreciate y'all for listening to Enigmas Unchained.
And if you like this podcast, please subscribe, like, and share. For more episodes and more details, definitely stay tuned to us. Always remember to solve those enigmas and what?
Don't leave them unsolved.